Chile, the streets are talking, and it ain't looking good for the Braxton family's reality show. Word is the producers are this close to throwing in the towel because they just can't deal with all the drama. Apparently, things got so messy between Tamar and her sisters that they had no choice but to shut the cameras off. Now, Tamar swore up and down she wasn't doing the show, but baby, she's still right in the mix stirring the pot.
And speaking of reality TV, I've decided to go back to the Braxtons because remember last season I was a friend to the show.
For real?
Yes.
Whew, Chile. The Braxton family drama is wearing everybody out, including the producers. Word on the street is that things got so chaotic on set that they had to completely shut down filming for season 2. And of course, Tamar is right at the center of it all. So check this. Apparently, Tony straight up walked off set because she's over the never-ending family mess. Sis allegedly reminded everyone that before Tracy passed, they all promised to keep the peace, but instead, the tension has only gotten worse. And let's talk about Trina. Girl is not happy that Tamar dragged their niece Ashley onto the show to spill even more tea about her ex-husband Gabe. If that wasn't enough, the sisters are reportedly fighting over money because guess what? Tamar and Tony are cashing the biggest checks, and the rest of them are not feeling it. Now, let's get into the tea about Tawanda's wedding. WITV renewed the show for a second season, and the big focus was supposed to be the sisters reconnecting, laughing, and celebrating Tawanda's big day. She even had super strict rules. No +1s, no cell phones, just good vibes. But baby, will we even get to see it? Because as of right now, filming is paused. Producers hit the brakes after a huge blowout between Tamar and the sisters, and honestly, are we even surprised? Oh, and get this. None of the Braxton sisters showed up for Tamar and Mama Evelyn's cooking show premiere. And why? Because just 2 days before, another heated argument went down, and they were that mad. Okay, fine, they don't want to support Tamar, but their own mother? That's just wrong. And if you needed any more proof that the sisters are not in a good place, Tawanda just threw major shade online. Sis posted, "To everyone who has distanced themselves from me, kindly stay there." Whew. And let's be real, she was probably talking about Tamar. We all saw in season 1 that their relationship was hanging on by a thread. Remember when they sat down with that grief counselor? The minute Tawanda tried to answer a question, Tamar cut her off and basically accused her of not caring. She even claimed that Tawanda makes way more of an effort with Tony and Trina than with her, and that the only time she ever hears from Tawanda is when the cameras are rolling. Ooh, this is messy. Do y'all think the show will even make it to air? Or is this the beginning of the end for the Braxtons?
I respect where people are. I don't engage. I don't pour into certain types of energy. I make different choices in my life. And that's just where I am.
But this is TV, Josh. outside of yesterday and today, when was the last time you talked to me?
I don't recall. It wasn't my birthday because you didn't call me.
Your birthday's September. Here we are in March.
Whew, Tawanda is done with the drama, and she's making it very clear. During that emotional sit-down with the grief counselor, Sis didn't even know the last time she spoke to Tamar. But what she did know was that Tamar definitely didn't reach out for her birthday in September, and keep in mind they filmed that episode in March, so that means months went by with zero communication. And baby, Tawanda is so over it that she straight up said she's only worried about the people under her roof, her kids and her man. Translation? Tamar's not a priority in her life anymore. Looks like that sisterly bond is hanging on by a thread.
Tony's in your household?
But they call me. I talk to them every day.
Girl, you don't answer the phone.
That's
Girl,
not true.
Stop.
Let's be specific. Did you call me yesterday?
I did.
Did I answer it?
Well, because we're taping now.
No.
But before...
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Oh,
when you called me, every time
girl,
you called,
that is not the
every
truth.
time you called, I answered. Every time you text, I answer. That's a fact.
Okay.
That's a fact.
So I'm a liar.
No, you said that. I didn't call you that. That's the word that you're using.
Everyone knows that I always have receipts.
Woo! The Braxton family drama is reaching new heights, y'all. So, Tawanda recently made it crystal clear. If you've distanced yourself from her, stay gone. And let's be real, it sounds like that message was aimed straight at Tamar. But honestly, Tamar might be at odds with everybody in that family at this point. Remember a few months back when she completely wiped her social media? That was right after she went on a whole rant, calling the entire family toxic. And now, folks are saying that all this tension might have something to do with their niece Ashley, who has not been holding back with her allegations. Now here's where it gets messy. Trina is reportedly furious that Ashley was brought onto the show because it's dragging her and her late ex-husband Gabe right back into the spotlight. And y'all remember, Ashley spilled some serious tea, claiming her stepmom and father, Michael Braxton Jr., found inappropriate messages between her and a certain uncle's partner. At first, she says her aunt was sympathetic, but over time, her attitude shifted. Ashley later realized how strange it was that her aunt was okay with the whole situation and even started blaming her for it. Through therapy, Ashley said she's learned to cope, but she made one thing clear. She was a child in that situation, and she should have never been made to feel responsible. She also hinted that the uncle in question has a platform, but has chosen to stay silent. At first, people thought she was talking about Tamar, but Tamar was quick to shut that down. In fact, Tamar has been riding for Ashley, even bringing her on the show and showing her nothing but love. Eventually, fans pieced it together and assumed she was talking about Gabe and Trina. And baby, when someone on TikTok suggested it, Ashley liked the comment, so that pretty much confirmed it. But hold up, it gets even worse. Someone else dropped a bombshell in the comments, claiming Gabe had a thing for teenagers and even tried to fly out their 17-year-old transgender cousin to Atlanta for a hotel meetup. The receipts? Blocked. Apparently, when they tried to warn Trina, she ignored it. Now folks are not letting Trina off the hook. They're saying she knew what kind of man Gabe was but chose to look the other way. And not only was he out here creeping with both men and women, but people are even accusing him of being into bestiality. I was not ready for that. So now, the producers wanted Trina to sit down with Ashley and address these claims on camera. But Trina? Absolutely not. She reportedly refused and even threatened to quit if they pushed it, saying, "That's not my story to tell." And if all this wasn't enough chaos, money might also be a factor in these sisterly blowouts. Word is, Tony and Tamar are getting paid. We're talking six-figure deals, while the rest of the sisters are left feeling undervalued. But y'all, this time Mama Braxton isn't staying out of the mess either. Evelyn just came out and said Vincent is not who y'all think he is. She claims the world saw him as this perfect, supportive husband, but behind closed doors, he treated Tamar horribly. And it looks like the producers might even be trying to bring another ex into the mix, because Michael Sr. is out here reminiscing on his cheating past. He said he's apologized for stepping out on Evelyn 30 years ago, and that there's nothing else he can do to fix it. But Evelyn? Oh, she's not letting it go. She's actually writing a book all about it. And let's talk about Miss E for a second, because some folks think she's the real problem. People are saying the sisters aren't actually mad at each other. They're mad at their mom, but it's just easier to fight amongst themselves than to actually confront her. Apparently, in dysfunctional families, siblings will turn on each other rather than deal with the real issue, which could very well be Evelyn herself. Whew. At this point, should they even keep filming? Because if we're being honest, it's giving we tolerate each other because we have to energy. If they weren't related, would they even be in each other's lives? But anyway, I know y'all have thoughts on this mess. Do you think Trina is dodging accountability? Is Tamar really the issue? Or is Mama Braxton the real reason behind all this chaos? Baby, drop your thoughts in the comments below.